Chicago is a place that is built from the mosaic, if you will, of lots of different cultures, putting their footprint on that stone. This is the mark that we want to leave. This is our existence. I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. I'm from a very big family. There were 6 of us, and my mom and dad were both big advocates for the arts. My mother was this incredibly wild, sort of self-taught artist and designer, and she had a curiosity about the world and felt that her children should be fully engaged in it. My father is an architect, and he was constantly designing and redesigning and rebuilding the house. And I sometimes thought he had 6 kids so that he would have a workforce, Actually, my father passed 2 years ago, just this last week, and we are still working on the house that he worked on for 60 years. And the balance of the 2 of them and their focus on helping their children work as a unit, work together to serve the community, those were things that left a big impression on me. So part of my work is as a coach, which I love. A very large percentage of my time is spent with next generation leaders who are trying to understand what it takes to lead, what it takes to serve, what kinds of skills they need to have, like what's resilience and how do you achieve that? What questions should I be asking? I have the great gift of being still engaged in philanthropy, so I get to work with 2 Chicago foundations that I think balance each other in interesting ways. One, the Woods Fund of Chicago, is devoted to policy advocacy, community activism, community organizing. The Fry Foundation, which I joined just a couple of years ago, has a very long tradition of service in Chicago as well, and is also devoted to really critical issues, education, workforce development, health, especially community-based health, mental health, and arts learning. My hopes for the future, I really would love to see us invest the kinds of resources and sustained leadership, knowledgeable leadership for the education system in Chicago. I believe it all starts with what we give our children. And our children know when they are not being given what they deserve. So for me, that is kind of number 1, education. I'd love to see a really wonderfully supported cultural sector. I know for children, particularly children that are coming out of trauma or children who come from difficult backgrounds, what the experience of the arts can provide to them as a way of expressing themselves, as a way of validating their own creativity, as a way of giving them another sense of possibility. So a highly regarded, well-supported, diverse cultural sector could only mean great things for the city of Chicago.